Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Legion Wire. And what we're going to be talking about is Tulsi Gabbard responds to the conviction of Donald Trump. So let's take a look at that video.
If you turn on the news right now, you're going to see almost nothing but people talking about what happened in that New York courtroom today with Donald Trump. I think it's important that we take a step back and really look at what are the very serious consequences that have come from this, that extend far beyond this specific case, these charges, this verdict, and even Donald Trump. What we are seeing here should be a wake-up call to every American, regardless of your political affiliation, regardless about how you feel about President Trump or President Biden. What has happened is President Biden has turned our country into a banana republic, a country where those in power are using the law, the rule of law, and our justice system and law enforcement to persecute their political opponents. Now, this isn't something that is only happening to Donald Trump. The consequences of this apply to every one of us, because as we see this new norm and new precedent being set, how can we as Americans feel safe and feel emboldened in challenging political authorities in our own country when we know that they can use the power of law enforcement to go after us, to go after their political opponents, to go after people who have the courage and the audacity to challenge their authority? That is what is at stake here. The foundation for the success of our democratic republic is that we as Americans, we the people, have.
Also, thank you, Tulsi, for saying Democratic Republic or Constitutional Republic or Representative Republic. We are not a straight up democracy. I'm so sick and tired of seeing loser Democrats, especially in the big ones, say that we are a democracy. Our democracy is in danger. We're not a direct democracy. Not even close. The states are, the federal government is not. So again, there's one reason that, you know what, I don't agree with everything Tulsi says, but lately I agree with about 99% of it. She's hitting the nail on the head, man, every time she speaks.
Faith and trust in the rule of law. We must have this confidence that we will all be treated fairly under the law, regardless of our political affiliation or views, regardless of our race or religion, regardless of anything, any of these other affiliations or circumstances, that we will all be treated equally. That foundation of our democracy has been destroyed by the Biden-Harris administration. Make no mistake about how serious this is to you and me and to the future of our ability to live in a free society. They have done this through their personal political persecution of Donald Trump. If we allow this to stand, it'll forever be destroyed, and our country will be finished if it's not reversed, and reversed quickly. So how do we do that? The only way is if every one of us as Americans, regardless of whether you're a Democrat or a Republican or an independent or a libertarian, when every one of us as Americans makes that decision that there is nothing more important than freedom, there is nothing more important than protecting our democratic republic, than defending our Constitution, than upholding the rule of law and saving our country. We must hold those accountable. We must hold President Biden and his administration accountable by punishing them and other politicians who dare to put their own desire for power in a higher place of importance than our freedom, our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, our rule of law, our democratic republic. It's not too late. November 5th is a critical election where we have the opportunity to hold these people to account by voting them out of office on November 5th and voting for Donald Trump.
Ooh, she said it. Dude, she said it. Oh, she's gonna piss a lot of people off on that one. Um, she's spot on. This is nonsense. First off, the statute of limitations was expired. Statute of limitations are a thing, by the way. There are certain things that statute of limitations do not expire. Murder is one of them. Um, even forceful, we'll just say grape is one that I think the statute of limitation in a lot of states is like 20-25 years. So you can be held responsible for that for that long. But so the statute of limitations was up. Two, um, they're not individual charges. No, the whole thing about saying fraudulent business documents. It's not each individual one itself is a charge. They're all one charge. They're all lumped together. That's the way it works. You get charged for this time frame with this. You don't. They're not individual. And secondly, it should have never been a felony. So these people are liars. They hate this man so much that they're abusing their power, and they're doing it right in front of all of our faces. And every single person who's a God loving, who is a who is a freedom loving American should say this is bullshit. I tell you what, man. Um, I'd be okay with the Trump Gabbard ticket. I gotta be honest. Do they agree on everything? No, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. But I agree on a lot of stuff anymore. Tell you what, Valentina Gomez says, well, we have God and the American people by our side. Trump will, and I will expose all the corrupt politicians. She's killing it too. She's a Valentina Gomez, a woman on a mission. She's Missouri's 41st Secretary of State, and she's a Latina. So it's it's got to not. It's got to go away. This can't stand because the United States of America is not is does not do stuff like this. I hope you guys were informed by this video. Thank you to the audience. You guys are the best. And I'm going to continue covering all this stuff, man. It's the road to November 5th is going to be a busy one. I'll see you guys next time.